Hello, hello. Welcome everyone. Good evening, good night. Hello, Dan. I'm not sure about your level, sound level, I mean. Yeah, it seems that you're a bit low. Maybe you can check on stream until I'm telling about our stream again at a random hour. We really want to finish the game before Space Marine 2 is released, and we have around 1 hour, 1.5 hour, depending on how good I will be at the end battle. So not that much. We couldn't start at our usual hour, but we'll try to finish it tonight. And also we announced that we'll stream on Friday 2 p.m. Romanian hour, Romanian time for I mean, we'll stream the Space Marine 2 co-op campaign, PlayStation 5 with PC. Let's hope it will work. So I will have the PlayStation 5 version, then we'll play from the PC. Dan, I'm waiting for your confirmation that it's okay with the sound levels. We didn't have time to check before the stream. I think you're muted now. A bit better. I could raise your volume a bit from here. Okay, you'll check, and if you think you are too low, you can raise your volume, I guess, from your side, no? Yeah, well, I got the feeling that you're still too low, to my ears, at least. Okay, I will try. So, yeah, let's say something now. Okay, it's better for me. Let's hope it's okay on the stream also. Okay, let's go to the game, and Dan, as usual, former editor of at the Romanian gaming and hardware magazine XtremPC, and a big lover, how I like to say, of Warhammer universe, will tell us all about the lore regarding this game and the next one. And we wait for your question if someone will check us tonight, because yeah, it's pretty late for us in Romania. Okay, let's continue the campaign. We are at part 5, basically the last part of the game. Okay, so Dan, if you want to get us back in track with what are we doing here.
I will hold here as long as I can, Captain.
No, brother. Rejoin our forces and bring fury to the enemy. This battle is mine alone.
Yes, sir.
Spoiler. Okay. Not at all. I think. Okay. I had the impression that you checked. Okay. One moment. Okay. Can you say something now? Yeah. I don't know why you are on this channel. Okay. Can you try now again? Yeah. Okay, still not too good, but I will do something else. Yeah, should be okay now. You can check now. I mean, from now on, you should.
All right, let me say something else. Check, test, and
Okay.
then let me check on the live stream.
Yeah,
One moment.
you need to wait a bit.
Yeah, everything's fine now.
Okay. So I have the hammer back.
Yeah.
And you can repeat what you said earlier because.
Yeah. So basically, the captain is going against Nemiroth alone, against his counterpart from the forces of chaos, because they are both leaders. And this is a place that has been corrupted by the powers of chaos. And this is where Nemiroth's best Chaos Space Marines will be. So you should have a pretty interesting fight. And the final fight itself is going to be quite interesting.
And neither will you.
Okay. Oops. Oh!
Yep. Alex, when you have 1 second, maybe you can minimize the audio window on your back end. That's go. All right. One more thing you will notice: the enemy psychers, the chaos psychers, they're much more powerful here. You've seen how fast they depleted your shield, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's because the energies around you are warp energies, so they draw directly from those. Gives them quite a bit of extra power.
I've encountered unexpected results. Warp energies affect different species in different ways. Essentially, I can tune this weapon to cause maximum damage to whatever enemy we face. If humans are caught in the blast wave, they will not be harmed. Good news, I suppose. I've not slept in 2 days. The more I use the warp device, the stronger the assault on my psychic shields. I need rest.
Well, the Chaos power supply was definitely trying to corrupt the Inquisitor.
The dark gods have forsaken us! The world grows dark!
Okay, not the best, not the worst.
Yeah, you did fine. But up ahead you have actual Chaos Space Marines. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend engaging that guy at range with just a bolter. Get into a sprint, then use the jump pack and slam right on top of him. Yeah, exactly like that. Perfect.
The psychic attacks are increasing. I'm hearing things now. A name, a constant whisper in my mind. I must withstand it. Because something completely unexpected has happened. Orcs are invading this planet. The timing is perfect. The Psychic Scourge weapon is nearly ready, and millions of orcs will prove the ultimate test subjects. I will save this planet. History will remember this as the moment we turn the tide against the alien threat to our people.
No, that would have been something.
Your brothers thought the same, traitor. Their corpses lie.
Alright.
Out of fuel. Of course.
Yeah.
The fun is over. Okay, but I still have the hammer.
Mm-hmm. So unfortunately, this is the last segment in the game where you have the jump pack, at least in single player mode. But here comes the big fight. And you have a choice of what weapons you bring in with you.
Okay, maybe it will be okay if you advise me a bit. I
Alright,
will
so,
make the choice, but I will listen to your advice.
yeah. What weapons do you have now? You have what? The melta gun and the last cannon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. So if you really don't like the plasma gun, then keep the last cannon. But the melta gun will be essential.
Okay. Then how do
You
I
need to swap. You need to swap the hammer out for the power axe. Alternatively,
okay. Okay.
You can keep the thunder hammer if you want.
No.
I enjoyed it as well, but it's a bit harder.
Okay, we have the. I think we have full weapon ammo.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
that's
maybe
it.
not the last cannon, but you're gonna have ammo crates.
Before going on, I wanted to ask you something about the PvE section of the game. There are other maps, or they are using the maps from the main campaign?
Well, they're reusing the tile sets. Sometimes there's maybe entire areas, but the challenge in the PvE mode is not about the environment. The challenge there is mostly about the waves and how you approach them. You know, the enemies themselves. They're much more.
Aggressive.
They're much not necessarily massive, but they're much more of a threat than what you find in single player.
Never.
Mm-hmm. Oh, careful. Run.
Oops.
Easy.
Never forget, never forgive.
At first, I had a reflex to jump.
Yeah, you were used to having the jump back and those hammers. Nah, don't slam them with the last cannon, you're wasting ammunition on those guys.
eternal glory of
Hold the door! Kill the weak!
Oh,
Yeah.
what's up with that guy?
Yeah, it's the Psyker. He really wants it.
I will leave you there. You are too funny to kill you.
Oh, you meant the Bloodletter? Yeah. Wall clipping.
He's completely fucked.
Yeah.
Oh god.
All right. Good.
Okay, this is the
Yeah.
big arena
Yeah. Well,
up there.
the elevator that takes you to the final battle. So, a bit of advice heading into the battle. I suppose you could say that the main threat to you, initially, will be those aspiring champions. You know, the big guys with the maces.
There is much blood at the
Okay.
for all those you have killed, for Sidonus, and for the Emperor. I will finish this.
Right. So, those guys. My sincere recommendation, use the Melta gun to bring them down as fast as possible. And even the last cannon. And afterwards, things should become significantly easier. You can take care of the rest. But mainly, try not to get swarmed while you take those guys out.
Okay. Hello, Tiberio. Look,
Hello,
someone
Tiberio.
found us even at that hour, at this hour, I mean.
Yeah.
Dread gods of chaos, I am Nebulon, your herald and champion. I have burned 1,000 worlds in your dark maze. You challenged me to recover this fragment of your power, and I have done so. The slaves of the false emperor
Right? Yeah, there was more ammo on the other side, but yeah, I guess it'll be fine. Yeah. There we go. I'm not sure if you can return to this section, to the armory. I think that once you head into the fight, you don't have access to this one anymore. But you will have some ammo crates in there. No, don't take the ammo now. Replenish it during the battle.
Burn your dark relic to me. I offer up this world and all those upon it. I ask for the reward that was promised. You want to talk to your gods? I will send you to them. Admit it, Titus. The power of chaos is within you, calling to this relic. Imagine the Ultramarines dominating this galaxy in glorious conquest, with you at their head. Imagine the power you could wield. As a slave to chaos, nothing you say can tempt me from the path of honor, or from avenging the deaths of my battle brothers. You are no threat to me now, Ultramarine! Nothing can stop my ascension. Grant me your favor. Corrupt my flesh. Make me demon-like. Show this.
Oh god.
Yep. You have to be careful when they throw those grenades because they are extremely accurate.
You challenged me to recover this fragment of your power, and I have done so. The slaves of the false emperor who dared claim it as their own lie dead at my hand.
I bet you about my background, the one I have today. No idea.
I offer
Discord
up
knows.
this world and all those upon it. I ask for the reward that was promised. You want to talk to your gods? I will send you to them. Admit it, Titus. The power of chaos is within you, calling. You are no threat to me now, Ultramarine! Grant me your favor. Corrupt my flesh. Make me demon. Show this fool the true nature of power.
Fuck.
Yep. Redemption.
Ah. Ooh, that was close.
At the perfect time. Yeah. Tank cover.
Almost.
That was funny.
Okay.
Yeah, you can definitely use the last cannon on these guys. Not the small ones, but the Marines.
Captain Titus, you opened a gateway to the
Ah, Psychers.
legions up. The slave of the false emperor was trying to save this planet from one invasion. Instead, he ushered in another.
Yeah. One.
Your pathetic Imperial forces will be scoured clean from this world. Soon, my entire invasion fleet will cross into this reality.
I guess switch to the last cannon because
Fucking shit.
alright, I think that's one. Unfortunately, looks like no. Oh yeah, just remember, they also recharge their shields.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Damn it. I think it's not the best weapon, this one.
Did you get the ammo? There's some ammo there,
Where?
right behind these crates.
Where?
Go to the middle.
Okay.
There.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, and there's some more ammo in front. Yeah.
Ah!
Alright. Good.
Okay, I don't have ammo anymore.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to empty your pockets at this guy. The plasma pistol with the charged shot.
No, because I don't like it. I'm not good with it.
Alright, no worries.
Damn it, I'm sweating.
Yeah.
Destroy the weak.
Fuck you.
You will die.
Perfect.
Task is hopeless, Titus. I have the will of the dark gods behind me. But you have no one. And you will die here, alone.
Get ready to mash
Killing my
specified buttons.
servants matters little.
With the axe?
Unassailable.
No.
The gods of chaos protect me with the very energies
I
of
hope it
creation.
saved.
It did.
You forget, Nemiroth.
Ah,
I am no
that's
stranger
good.
to the touch of the warp.
So you're gonna have some quick time events. That's what I meant.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
If it takes 1,000 years, I will rise again and take my vengeance upon will I find your bars open in winter? A true son.
Never!
What? Why they choose this pathetic ending, I don't know.
Yeah, I know, right?
Will you be joining us soon?
Wow, so I did it with only one death.
Yeah.
Look there, Ultramarine. You have saved this world. I see the Ultramarines are human, after all.
More than you know, Lieutenant.
This has the symbol of the Inquisition. Dropship. And those are Marines of the Black Templar chapter.
The damned Inquisition is here.
His injuries appear chaos inflicted. You are certain of this charge?
Captain Titus has been corrupted by Chaos, Inquisitor Thrax.
I am no heretic.
You lie! Only an agent of Chaos could withstand such warp exposure.
I sent the demon to oblivion.
But did you have unholy assistance? We must know. You will submit to my authority, Captain, or the Inquisition must conclude that you have corrupted every Ultramarine under your command, not to mention those who stand at your side.
Ignore his threats. Come on.
The Inquisition will destroy you, Mira, and the Ultramarines will be forever dishonored. Leave my brothers and the Lieutenant alone. I will come with you. I do not know why I can resist the touch of chaos, but I swear I will discover the truth.
We will discover many truths, Space Marine.
Codex Astartes leaves no room for doubt. You cannot touch the warp and emerge unscathed.
The Codex Astartes is a set of rules. They guide us, shape us as Ultramarines, teach us to hold duty and honor sacred above all. But how we live with those rules is the true test of a Space Marine. And you have failed.
Yep. That is true. And his Primarch actually agrees when he'll be coming back between the games. Mhm.
So, do you want to tell us a bit about what's happening between games, or do you think it will be better to talk about it in the Space Marine 2 stream?
I will say quite a few things right now. So first and foremost, let's talk about Nemiroth, the leader of the Chaos Warband, Chaos Lord. So as you can see, he was ascending. He was already half Demon Prince when you destroyed him. Now, here's the interesting bit. Although you actually crushed his head and let him fall from that great height, he's not dead. Because he was ascending to demonhood, he practically became a demon. His soul became a demon. So right now, basically what happened is you banished him back to the warp. But he'll be back. Because you can't kill demons so easily. The demons that you killed, for example, during the game RX, those drones and the bloodletters, Horn, you don't per se kill them. You banish them back to the warp, back to hell, if you will. So that's a very interesting tidbit, because what that means is we might be seeing more of Nemiroth. We probably will, but we'll have to see. So that's one very interesting bit. Second bit, reasons why Titus could be resistant to chaos. Well, I already mentioned the pariah gene, but there are others as well. And among them is, the Emperor protects. Sometimes the Emperor of Man, sitting mortally wounded on the Golden Throne on Terra, he can focus his attention on, I don't know, whomever he chooses, let's say, and basically give them strength, protect them from chaos, etc., etc., etc. So the explanation could have been as simple as that, but there are others as well. And one very interesting explanation is willpower. I mentioned in the earlier episodes that basically the warp is affected by your opinion. Like if you think something is true, if you think it hard enough, if you have enough willpower, basically the warp makes it true. It actually creates what you think exists. So if Titus thought that he's an invulnerable, invincible SOB from the Ultramarines chapter, yeah, it works. Then again, the idea that chaos corrupts everything it touches, that's also true. He probably wasn't unscathed. Now, the difference between, you fight the forces of chaos, you are touched by them, and going as far as becoming a heretic, the distance can be short, but there is that distance. There are plenty of Space Marines who fight chaos and get exposed to chaos, and they do not fall to the dark gods of chaos. It's not an exception either, right? So that's also very interesting. Leandros, the Ultramarine who accuses Titus of being a heretic or being corrupted by chaos, that guy's a newbie. I mean, you can see it from the first video in the game, when you jump with the jump pack from the Thunderhawk to destroy the warship, and he says the Codex does not support this action. Like, well, the captain knows better. That guy is maybe part of his command squad, but he's a newbie. He's definitely a newbie. And this is a bit of a plot hole, in that, usually the Marines chosen to serve in the command squad of the captain, they would not be newbies. They wouldn't be so green. and especially they wouldn't be quoting the Codex Astartes to the captain in front of everyone, for sure. They would know better than that. But yeah, let's see if Leandros is mentioned in Space Marine 2. Or maybe I'll mention something interesting in the lore video about this. Now, as for what happens between the games, one thing that I will say, obviously, Titus is taken by the Inquisition for interrogation. They want to see if he's corrupted. They want to understand what happened. This is normal. Now, I'm not gonna tell you how, but at the beginning of Space Marine 2, you will see Titus not as part of the Ultramarines, but as part of a chapter called the Death Watch. Now, what's up with these guys? And why did Titus switch chapters all of a sudden? Well, the Death Watch is a very interesting chapter of Marines in that it doesn't create Marines of its own per se. They basically ask for Marines from all the chapters in the Imperium, and those chapters would lend them Marines for a period of time, depending on the agreement, 10 years, 25 years, more. It really depends. Those Marines would serve the Death Watch as regular Marines, captains, chaplains, librarians. So basically, chaplains are Space Marines priests, and librarians are Space Marine psychers, because they have that too. Now, what would their duties be as part of the Death Watch? This is the interesting bit. They serve the Ordo Xenos of the Inquisition, the alien hunters. And basically, they are special forces strike teams. They don't operate as an army. They operate as hit squads, infiltration squads, special forces, basically anything that you could fit into a special operation. This is what these guys do. They have special weaponry. They have modified armor. They have all the good and cool toys that you wouldn't normally find anywhere, including specialized ammunition developed by the Death Watch to fight specific Xeno species. So, for example, you had the Kraken Bolter in this game. You use it for like half a campaign. The Kraken bolts that it uses are actually part of those bolts that were developed for the Death Watch, and they're specialized at piercing ammunition. You have other rounds like Hellfire rounds that explode and basically negate the advantages of cover. Many, many others. Now, within the Death Watch, there's a tradition dating back 10,000 years. They're called the Black Shields. So, Black Shield Marines, what's up with these guys? They're Marines who, for one reason or another, renounce their chapter, or basically want to hide their identity from everyone else. So what they do is they don't wear chapter heraldry. An Ultramarine serving in the Death Watch would have a pauldron with the Ultramarines heraldry to mark him out as an Ultramarine. A Blood Angel would have the Blood Angel symbols, etc. But a Black Shield would wear plain armor, unadorned with any chapter heraldry, so that nobody knows where he comes from, right? So you can actually see this in the trailer. You can see Titus wearing a Death Watch power armor suit, and you can actually see, if you look, that his pauldron is unadorned. He doesn't have the Ultramarines inverted Omega symbol, right? Now, I don't want to spoil any of the story in Space Marine 2, but there's a very good reason why he starts off as part of the Death Watch, and then he wears the blue power armor of the Ultramarines again, right? So that's an interesting tidbit. And one other thing I'll mention about Space Marines 2, for the people who know the markings of the Space Marines, it's clear from the trailers that Titus is no longer a captain. He's not going to be serving as a captain in Space Marine 2, but as a lieutenant. So the lieutenant is a new rank introduced by, let's say, a firmware update to the Codex Astartes that Roboute Guilliman introduced when he was essentially resurrected. Basically, he's been spending the last 10,000 years in a stasis field because he was mortally wounded by a demon Primarch, a Chaos traitor. And, well, between the games, he gets resurrected. I'm just going to discuss this at length in the lore videos that we will be publishing. And with his return, quite a few things changed. You have new and improved Marines called the Primaris Marines. You have new and improved weaponry, new and improved power armor. And all this is because he basically made an order to the Adeptus Mechanicus for all these things 10,000 years prior. Now when he returns, he's like, oh, yeah, I ordered those things. So this explains why you see quite a few differences between the weapons in the first game and the second game. If you watch the trailers and everything, this is why. And as I was saying, he's going to be a lieutenant, or at least he starts off as a lieutenant. I'm going to be curious to see what other Ultramarines characters we will actually see in the second game. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that. And I guess the last, not spoiler per se, but the last bit that I want to discuss about the second game. If you watch the trailers, you'll also see Chaos Marines in it, right? You'll see some demonic creatures with blue skin, beaks that have shields and chain swords. So basically, all those belong to a Space Marine legion that betrayed the Emperor some 10,000 years prior during a civil war called the Horus Heresy. And they're sorcerers. They're a legion of sorcerers. And they have some very, very interesting lore because basically before turning traitor, the Primarch was trying to fix a genetic flaw in the gene seed of this legion that turned traitor. And basically that genetic flaw caused them to grow tentacles and, mutate unpredictably and basically die in horrific ways. And once they turn traitor, they have this sorcerer. I think it's the first captain of these guys. They're called 1,000 Sons, right? And this guy tries to perform a ritual to cure this genetic affliction. And it all goes wrong, of course. And what happens is all the Marines in this traitor legion that are not sorcerers, they don't have psychic powers, they're not psychers per se, they turn to ash. So basically, they possess the armor that they use. They're like ghosts possessing armor. They still fight, and they fight very, very well. But they're no more than a pile of ash inside the suit of armor. And basically, they're driven by the power of the warp itself, which is very, very interesting. And yeah, they have a new planet because their old planet Prospero gets destroyed, and they live on Sortiarius, the sorcerer's planet, in the warp. And they're gonna be a very interesting enemy, and I really look forward to how they'll integrate this with the story. Maybe they're the main antagonist, not the Tyranids. But yeah, nonetheless, the Tyranids are the inspiration source for the Zerg in StarCraft. So you're gonna have a lot of fighting to do in Space Marine 2.
You mean we are gonna have a lot of fighting to do?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I should be getting my key tomorrow for Space Marine 2 on PC.
I hope to get tomorrow. I'm not sure because I don't have any email. I got it physical on PlayStation 5, the Gold Edition, but I didn't get any email until now. Usually when they deliver the next day around this hour, you should have an email announcing. We'll see. I hope everything will be fine and we'll be able to play in time. That means on Friday. You will already have some experience, I guess, because you have 1 day ahead. The PlayStation, the PC version, the Gold Edition, I mean, offers 4 days ahead launch access, and console versions are 3 days ahead. That's the reason we are streaming on Friday and not tomorrow. But tomorrow I will have another stream. Commandos with Neko Jones, Commandos behind enemy lines, the old game from 1998. We are in the middle of it, and we have a tough mission, if I remember correctly. Dan, thank you very much, and
thank you, Alex. Thank you, everyone.
I can wait to play with you on Friday, Space Marine 2. I hope everything goes okay for everyone present on the stream, and we hope you will be with us on Friday, even for a few moments if you don't want to spoil everything. But or maybe you will already finish it if you have the PC version until Friday. Okay, so this is it. See you tomorrow, and we'll with Dan we'll see you in the Friday afternoon. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye bye.
Cheers.